is pulling him in quickly. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, it's only dead heat. I think we've got a dead heat.
This is going to work well for Wheelie again.
Oh, yes,
both.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, that's already fire.
Look at how many cars are trying to go through here. They're 3 wide coming through. Squiddy's got fed out into the wall. They're 2 wide coming up through the cutting.
Oh, he's making a move on Viking Racer now into the dipper and does it. He's gone around the outside into the dipper. What a move.
Oh, he runs a little bit wide. He's on the grass.
Keep it clean. Come on, Oil. Bring it home.
Oh,
It's gotta
Showman's
be a
got the run.
Stand finish. Who's got to get it? Showman's got it. Oh, he's just taken out the lead on the
Left side down the hill. Captain's got his nose in front just barely. Oh, he has full trust in him. They're still side by side. Captain takes the position around the outside down the hill.
Around the outside.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to have 3 wide. Adam's going wide. Adam's going deep on the brakes on the Rexy. Gets the pass done. Goes Adam from
Fourth to first.
What a move.
Hey guys, and welcome to Wheel to Wheel. That's right, we are in Italy and we are at Lago Maggiore, Lake Maggiore, right on the Italian-Swiss border, and we are ready for some Red Bull Junior action. Joining me this week on commentary is Fix It Chris. Welcome back, Chris.
Yeah, thank you. It's not often I get to commentate on the people I race with on a regular basis, but the opportunity comes and I am here. Looking forward to some really close racing with the Red Bull Juniors.
Yeah, these cars do promote a great deal of close racing, and we're super excited for that. Doing visuals this week, and a big welcome to Captain Lowside. How you going, Cap?
I'm fantastic, thank you, Viper Swang. Cheers for the intro. I'm very much the same boat as Fixer Chris, being that we are typically both Div 1 drivers. I have taken a step back from racing for the short term, so here to bring you visuals of the guys that we normally race against. Should be very interesting.
Yeah. It's a brand new dynamic for us, Cap.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, you
it?
guys get to sit back and sit back and relax and witness all the carnage instead of being a part of the carnage.
That's a fair trade.
I'm happy with that. Yep.
Well, I think we should get these guys into quali. We got a 5-minute qualification tonight, and we're going to have 2 reverse grid races after that. So there could be some definitely carnage happening with fast guys coming through the back if they have a later grid position in the second race. But it's definitely going to be one to watch those later races with the reverse grid action.
Yeah, especially with a short track, the top drivers will be looking to move their way up the field very quickly for the reverse grid race. But quali should be starting soon.
Yeah, I've been watching some of these guys do some laps in practice, and honestly, their times are actually very close. If we're looking at I was about to look at the practice times just there, but as far as I'm aware, pretty much top 8, top 10 are in the 23-second mark, and really only split by the whole field split by less than a second. So it's I think it's going to be difficult for the faster guys to move through the field.
Yeah, there's a couple of really heavy braking zones. So into turn 1 and into the big banking corner, big banky boy, as we like to call it.
And with the speed of these Red Bull Juniors, there's not a lot of speed. Dare I say, it might be equivalent to a Group 4 car. So there's not a lot of advantage. So these drivers need to nail the track and keep the momentum up.
Yeah, mistakes are definitely going to be key this week. He who makes the least mistakes will be somewhat victorious on shore, so it's going to be a matter of who can make the least amount of mistakes. And for those who are trying to make their way through the field, it's going to be trying to capitalize on the mistakes that are made. So we have a couple of guys we should definitely be watching. I have heard some rumors that some of the guys are getting right down into the low 23s almost into the 22s.
Yeah, that is incredible. And speaking of the field, let's introduce the field. Leading the pack is Dale Teagues, driving for AMS Excavation Dam Hexagons. Still a mouthful, I'm not going to stop bringing that up. And following him is my former team boss, KZ, driving for Scuderia Quadrifoglio, sponsored by Easy Clean. They're getting a lot of momentum, especially KZ with the win at the Red Bull Enduro. So he's looking to build up momentum on that.
Yeah, following him we have Corbin, or CCH199, driving for Drive25 Sim Sports, sponsored by Hybrid Ag. And then we have Privateer running It's Flossie, who has been on fire this week. You guys should definitely keep an eye on him. His times have been super rapid.
Yeah, and following Flossie is Tombo, the team boss of Drive25 Sim Sport, also sponsored by Hybrid Ag. And following Tombo is the boss of Wheel-to-Wheel Racing, Swidley, driving for AMS Excavation Dam Hexagons.
Then we have Scooter 82, a Privateer running. We have Zuzu running for Future Studio Racing. And we have Apex, followed
Humper,
him.
my favorite rival in Wheel-to-Wheel.
Arch nemesis.
Driving for Drive25 Sim Sport. And then following him behind is Adam 10, bringing back the V Corsa livery, but he is a privateer. There's no V Corsa team this season, unfortunately.
And filling in for our regular Div 1 driver Scooter 82 is Madriski for Scuderia Quadrifoglio, and Dodgy for Team Dodgy, sponsored by 180 Embroidery.
Yeah, and coming up to the finish line now, setting the purple lap just now is my least favorite rifle in Wheel-to-Wheel, Pialico 13, driving for CP Motorsports.
CP Motorsport for the win.
We love you, Goat. He is currently the championship leader, if I'm not mistaken, if I've not kept myself out of the loop. So he is certainly going to be one to keep an eye on as the defending champ, as well as the leading champ
Yep.
Hold out the rest of the field and keep that spot on the top of the podium.
Yeah, and he's currently on top of the timesheets with a 1:23.467. Very quick time. But yeah, Flossie, the one to watch. As you said, Viper, following really close behind Goat's time, only a tenth apart, separating them.
Yeah, those guys have been in practice lobbies all week, and they have been one-upping each other regularly, getting those times lower and lower each day. It's definitely going to be a close thing to watch. Flossie has gotten a massive tank slapper there on the main straight.
Yeah,
and
might have clipped the grass
dipped it into the wall.
Of the last corner.
We are seeing a smattering of bettered lap times. Zoo, KZ, Squid is the ones I just noticed as well. So really good to see people getting their groove. Only have a 5-minute quali, so we will be seeing the end of this potentially for some halfway around this lap. So the lap that you got on either lap 1 or lap 2, it's going to be the best you're going to see from them.
Yeah, currently
2 lap maximum.
With KZ, following Dale, so KZ's got the benefit of the slipstream, and yep, the final lap notification is up. Let's see if KZ
Tombo's off into the gravel on the big banky corner. The total signage there predominant in the corner there. There couldn't be more signs on that corner if they tried.
On board with KZ, he got a tank slapper, maybe caught a bit of dirty air. And qualifying is over, as it turns out.
Yeah, only 30-second runoff on qualifying for this season, so you do not get to finish the lap if you've crossed the line at the 0 timer. It is only a 30-second runoff. So
top 5 in the 123s. That's amazing.
Yeah, and the rest of the guys not far off that as well, so everyone's in the 124s.
Was just looking at the spread between, I think it was Scooter and Apex, even down to Apex. I've lost the numbers now, but they were all 124.2. So all within that half a tenth of each other is some really impressive times.
All right, gentlemen, as we get ready for the race start, who do you want to jump on board with, Viper?
Or let's jump on board with Tombo. He's on the inside there of Goat. He might be able to tuck it up the inside there and cause some havoc.
And we are racing at Lake Maggiore. I think that's how you pronounce it. So equal start throughout the field. Tombo looking to make moves. No. Falling behind Flossie. Goes in on the grass. Flossie looking to take advantage, but Goat able to keep that lead now. Flossie and Tombo side by side down the hill.
Flossie really being the big initial loser from the little run wide of Goat there, but he's been able to squeeze his way back in front of Tombo as they all try and single file onto this back straight here.
Goat already trying to break the toe. Oh, what's going on with my tongue? Breaking the toe. Goat and Flossie side by side into the big banky boy. Can Flossie swing around the outside? Oh, there's contact with KC. Scooter almost pit maneuvered KC.
Who's that? Who's around? Squiddy. Squiddy's gone around.
It's Dale. It's Dale.
It's Dale.
Yeah.
It is too. It's Dale.
Super unfortunate for Dale there, and unlucky for Dale. I can actually queue up a replay of that one, so I don't actually know where he is, but we should be able to see this here. And I think he's done that all by himself. He's run wide just before the start of the curb on the exit, picked up a little bit of dirt, and that's just spun him straight to the inside of the wall there. So unfortunate for Dale, but he is going to be at the back of the grid.
Running wide at the exit of the big banky boy, that is super easy to do, no matter what car you're driving. Apex looking to dive down the inside of Adam for 7th place. It's Apex versus Adam. Flashbacks of their rivalry during the GT Sport days.
What a fantastic rivalry that was. That spread for many seasons, and I was luckily enough able to throw my hat in the ring there for a few rounds and a few races. It was really, really good fun to race these guys, and heat of the moment definitely got the better of us sometimes, but really good drivers nonetheless.
7 is still up for grabs. Adam looking down to dive down the inside of Apex, coming to the big banky boy. They're virtually side by side at the exit. Apex has the momentum at the exit. Adam looking to squeeze Apex, not giving each other enough a lot of space. They're still side by side coming into the right-hander, and joining the mix is Corbin.
Looking almost like he gave Apex a bit of a bump there to try and hold out against Adam, and now Corbin has managed to run around the outside of Adam. That's really impressive there.
Fantastic racing from the medical car driver.
Tombo, KC, and Flossie is starting to get a little bit involved here for 2nd, 3rd and 4th as Goat extends his lead. But yeah, Tombo's starting to harass Flossie, and KZ joining the party.
Just an update on Dale. His race has just gone from bad to worse. I think he clipped the curb at the exit of the SS before the last corner. So tough luck, Dale. But press on, mate.
It's strategic, mate. He just wants pole for the next race.
When you're going to do it, come and get rid of all of your bad luck on the first race.
Yes, it is very strategic. Okay, so currently we have 2 trains, 2 groups. So the leading group being led by Goat, 6/10 ahead of Flossie, followed by Tombo and KZ and Scooter 82, and then and we have Zoo. So the leading group consists of 6 cars, and then there's a 2-second gap from Zoo to Apex down to 7. I don't think this is the normal for Apex. I don't know what's going on with him. I've heard rumors of pedal issues similar to the previous season, but performance-wise, I don't know if he's in a bit of a slump or something.
Definitely
but
not up to Apex's normal standards.
Yeah, it's not up to his standards.
I wonder if he's fallen into the same trap I have with just real life really taking the front foot, the front step of everything and the top priority, really. So finding that time to practice and really hone the skills, as opposed to it's top split. You have to keep on top of your absolute game and to be able to mix it up with the top blokes and take away podiums and race wins again. So maybe that's just a convenient excuse that I'm providing him, but nonetheless, it's it's certainly something you have to hone, and I'm sure Apex's skills are fantastic, but it's difficult jumping just straight into a race with minimal practice, so who knows?
Yeah, there's many variables, and you know, we are not Apex, so we don't know exactly what's going on. We can only make assumptions, but it's definitely whatever it is, it's definitely not what we expect out of Apex, one of our top level drivers. But he's still battling through, he's still showing up week to week and doing a phenomenal job for his team, and he's still battling for the lead in the championship, so he's still doing a whole heap of things right.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's not an assumption. The top three starting to break away. Gert, Flossie and Tombo pulling away from KZ. And let's see the lap times. Gert set a 1:23.6. Flossie did a faster lap there, 1:23.440. That's his personal best. And Tombo a 1:23.577. So the following cars are lapping faster than Gert, but still struggling to overtake, as we have 2 laps of racing left.
Yeah, we just got to get that CP Motorsport car across the line. Not that I'm biased or prejudiced at all, but it's good to see the blue and white out in front again.
I've just jumped towards the 10th, 11th and 12th positions on the grid at the moment. We're seeing a great battle here between Squiddy, Dodgy and Midrisky. These guys are all within a couple of tenths of each other, and Dodgy is really looking quite racy against Squiddy and has looked to make a move a couple of times. Then again, he's also got Midrisky right on his tail, so yeah. He's playing a hard game.
Midrisky will sing him to sleep and then and then pounce at the last minute. Though the dulcet tones of Midrisky, but Dodgy looking racy against Squiddy, both VR runners. So these guys, really the next generation of Gran Turismo is the VR2, and these guys have embraced it early and are doing super well.
Yeah, as we start the final lap, Goat just set another purple lap, 1:23.267, followed by Flossie 1:23.319. So top 2 now breaking away from Tombo. And so Tombo looking to finish in a lonely 3rd, but the battle for the lead is still not over, as Flossie is just within touching slipstream range of Goat.
As Goat's just gone for a purple sector or a second half of the lap there, so really quite impressive. But a bit of a shout out to the guys in the YouTube chat there. Can see comments there from Oil, ZD and Seckers has been quite vocal as well, and he's made a great point about breaking the DRS train and the fact that it is really hard in these cars. So trying to be that 3rd driver or 4th driver in the train is really difficult to catch up and make overtakes. So it's interesting to see that Flossie is dancing with that line there right between in and out of the slipstream zone. Goat got a little bit hairy there as he is heading towards the last corner of the last lap.
So
yeah, we look
a smooth sailing finish for Goat.
Oh, he's run a little wide. Oh, he's kept it in.
He's flirting with danger,
give me a heart attack there, Goat. He's done CP proud, and another race win for the Goat.
Casey in 4th, Scooter in 5th, Sue in 6th, Apex in 7th, Corbin 8th, Adam 9th, Squiddy 10th, Dodgy 11th, Midrisky 12th, and we're just waiting on Dale to finish across the line. So he's gonna get pole for race number 2, being the reverse grid format.
It is always a tough position, and it's really hard to bounce back from coming plumb last by a decent margin in such a short race, but it's really just a couple of small mistakes that have undone Dale's race. He has still got promise. One of his laps here is a mid 24, followed up by last lap by a 25.1. So if he can get that lap time down again, or keep consistent where he knows he can hold, it's every possibility that he can actually finish on the podium with some good defending in race 2.
Yeah, he's already had a Div 1 podium this season, so it's not out of the possibilities. Dale is a very good driver, and Dragon is a very good driver. Was it Dragon? Dale?
No,
Dale.
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 Yep.
No, it's Dale.
Sorry.
It's Dale.
Dale is a very good driver, and he's very consistent. So I think
I mean, Dragon's a good driver too, but you know,
he is. Yeah. He's definitely in with a shot for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Fill me in, gentlemen. What is the stats for race 2? How many laps, and do we have mandatory tyre compounds?
Yeah, so we have a 13-lap race for this race, and softs and mediums are both compulsory. So there is definitely a pit stop that will need to be taken. But my guess is that 99.999% of the field are going to start on mediums, do 3/4 of a lap, dump them, and run onto softs.
Yeah, it is. It is fascinating to see that these Red Bull Junior cars don't really wear the tires heavily. I was doing some laps just for fun, and I noticed that the tire wear is nothing to be worried about.
So really, what you're saying is 12, 13 laps on a set of softs is achievable.
Yeah, it might be achievable.
Easily achievable.
Wow.
It's not even a maybe. It's definitely.
Very interesting.
I don't see anyone being on mediums for more than 3/4 of a lap.
Well, there you go. Learned something new.
While we wait, I might do some fun facts about the Red Bull X2014 Junior. Just looking it up on the internet. So the Red Bull Junior's got a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine. Interesting. Making 246 horsepower. So yeah, not a lot of power, but these cars are performance-wise equivalent to a Formula 3 car.
Yeah, they really don't weigh much, do they? 550 kilos is what I'm seeing on my screen here. So really looking at the corner speed and the efficiency of the whole package to make use of that 246 horsepower, it's actually quite impressive when you dial the numbers down.
Yeah, it is. And this is the junior car, and if I'm not mistaken, there's a big Red Bull X2014 car. I remember when it first came out in Gran Turismo 6, driving it, and it was crazy. I think it has a top speed of around 400 kilometers per hour or more, and produces bucket loads of downforce. It's even got a fan at the back of the car, so reminiscent to the Brabham fan car back in the days.
It's just incredible, isn't it? I don't think my brain could process driving that quick enough in a game, let alone the real life equivalent. I don't think there is one, but you know, putting an imagination to it.
Maybe that McQuartie electric car that was at Goodwood.
Yeah.
That thing was just ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Well, there's the Red Bull X2014, and now we have the SRT Tomahawk. Can you imagine us lot doing a one-make race with the SRT Tomahawks?
I think chaos.
Special stage Route X is on the cards.
What say if we tell the race host to kick off race 2 here?
Yeah, let's get this underway. Hopefully he has set the grid correctly, and we will be able to get these guys underway very, very quickly. People will have selected their tyre.
We're actually seeing a bit of a mix here, aren't we? Dale, Corbin, they are... Well, so Dale's up towards the front of the grid. Corbin, I'm just not sure if he's changed his tyres, but he finished sort of mid-pack, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tombo as well, making a late change to softs that just popped up on my screen.
I mean, Corbin and Tombo, they are both controller drivers, I believe, so it might be a strategy of their own. Dale started on soft because he's on pole.
I think the guys...
I think that's it for the soft runners. The rest of the field gonna run mediums.
I think the guys at the back of the pack, or the guys right at the front, might be trying to leave their
believe they're
stop
slow
until
stint to
later.
the last. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I see blue flags being waved for no reason.
Just Gran Turismo things. I'm going to stay up towards the front here. Somehow Scooter has made his way into first place. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
I can promise you that is incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we're off and racing.
Yep, Dale's definitely first. On board with Dale.
As we head down to the first turn, we've got Dale taking the lead here. We've got Adam making a move up the inside, coming back around the outside. Everyone seems to be making their way through there nicely. Dale coming around to the turn 3, making it through there nicely, leading the pack. Madriski to follow, followed by Dodgy as we have a couple of guys running wide there. I think that's I'm not sure who that was. It seems like the driver names have all gone a bit skew with.
Just Gran Turismo things, right?
Yeah,
we can't expect everything to
just
run
Gran
smoothly.
Turismo things. What is not a Gran Turismo thing is Corbin looking to make a 2-in-1 move on both Squid and Dodgy, but Dale, he did the same thing again.
Spot. Yeah. Just on the gas a little too early there by the looks of it, and has just lost traction.
Oh my goodness, Corbin just pushed Dodgy off the racetrack. That might be one for the stewards report. But I'm gonna keep an eye on Corbin because he's on softs and he's currently running third. Let's see if he can clear Squid and Madriski as fast as possible.
Yeah, Dale doing just Dale things, unfortunately. So seeing him.
They're not going to have to worry too much about. Oh, Madriski. Is he Madriski on softs? He is. Yes.
Yes.
Madriski and Squiddy have kept going.
Yeah. As the medium runners have decided to, nope, I've had enough with you. You're only useful for one lap. I'm gonna jump on the softs. And everyone's on level on fuel. I don't think fuel is gonna be a big issue as well.
Yeah, these cars run on the sniff of an oily rag, so there's not really that much fuel consumption that will be happening.
An absolute smattering of cars leaving the pits. Apex in the lead there. Flossie really hounding Adam right out of turn 2 there. But these guys are probably going to be hanging together for quite a while here. They've all put themselves on the same strat and have really divided the grid. So we've now got 2 even packs. One that has pit, one that is going to pit at some point in the future.
Now it's just a matter of which strategy is optimal. Do you run you've got to run the softs now until the second last lap, and then you have to stop and do a 3/4 of a lap.
Oh, Flossie!
Flossie's
been tagged.
Flossie's been tagged by Scooter82. That is unfortunate. And meanwhile, how did Goat gain a lot of places in the pits?
Going to jump on for a quick replay of what unfolded between Flossie and Scooter, and yeah, it was just mid-corner, so I'm not too sure exactly what happened. The visuals were a bit off there, but at the end of the day, Flossie did get tagged. Scooter is doing the right thing, whether he was at fault or not, of a full redress, so those guys are looking to join onto the back of the grid now, but they've got a lot of work to do to catch back up to the lead runners.
13 laps, so plenty of time to make an improvement to your position, as Madriski out in front, followed by Corbin, Squid, and Tombo, who's picked up a half-second penalty there. There's not too many track limit issues here, but there are a couple of spots where you have to be a little bit cautious, and Tombo's just run afoul of the stewards there as Corbin runs wide into the dirt on the Banky boy. Not sure if that's induced or was just an oversight on his part, but we might be able to catch a replay of that.
I did get a replay of it, but I didn't go back far enough. Let's see if I can try that one and go back again. Is that going to work for me? Here we go. Yes. So Corbin is going through the Banky boy and just does a Dale. Runs wide on the exit, takes a whole lot of kitty litter, and has slowed himself right down.
Yeah, understeered
that's cost
his
him
way to the gravel trap.
That's cost him big, being on those soft tyres.
Very true. I've heard with the latest physics update as well that the tyre model, it really takes a long time for your tyres to clean off after picking up some dirt or some grass. Is that correct? How have you boys found that in practice?
It's definitely in this car, it definitely does, because it doesn't generate I don't think it generates very much tyre temperature or tyre wear. So in this car, it does take a long time for tyres to, one, warm up and become optimal, especially the medium tyre. And number two, it's not heating up enough to, you know, be to get the grass or dirt off the tyre in the first place.
Yeah, like in race 1, it took goat like a good 4 or 5 laps to set an absolute purple lap. And speaking of goat, he's looking to take 8th place from Adam, side by side coming into the big banky boy. Will Adam try to defend around the outside? No, so there's goat up into 8th, hunting down Apex.
Championship contenders resume hostilities.
Yeah, speaking of tyres, yeah, it took goat like 4 or 5 laps to set an absolute purple lap. So yeah, it does take a while for the tyres to get up to temperature for these cars at least.
Yeah, the Group 3 cars doesn't seem to be a real problem, but these cars, I think, you know, because as we said before, they only weigh 500 kilos, so there's not a huge amount of weight and there's not a huge amount of downforce in this car either, despite it looking very Formula 1-ish.
Just jumping back up to the... Sorry, Viper saying, just jumping up to first and second place, Tombo has been able to get a great run on mid-risky and actually take the position before the hump of the hill. Still going to go too wide in the braking zone, but it looks like Tombo's going to get the move done quite nicely.
Textbook overtake there by Tombo.
Oh my goodness, Corbin and Dodgy.
Behind.
Almost having a moment there.
These guys have spent plenty of time next to each other and side by side on the racetrack, so they are no strangers to each other, but I'm sure there's some heat under the helmets at the moment between these two drivers.
Yeah, look at Corbin just getting a lot of momentum through those corners, but just can't get the timing right to establish an overlap on Dodgy. As you see, coming out of the last corner, there you go. Corbin's got the run. They're virtually side by side, so it's a classic drag race into the braking zone. Corbin has the inside line.
No, he can't hold it around the outside. I was going to say, if he can hold outside into turn 2 and squeeze Corbin out, he might be able to hold 4th place, but nothing going. As he takes up some dirt. Oh no.
That half a tyre width wide on the exit.
I had to talk about it.
That's all it takes. Yeah. Yes. It's all it takes is just that, then half a tyre width wide on the exit there and take a little bit of grass.
Something just happened at the second group. Somehow Adam got past both Apex and Go. I think that happened while we were talking about Dodgy. So Apex and Go might got a bit too hot with each other, and Adam took advantage. It is classic Adam though. He loves to take advantage of any situation that happens in front of him.
He has an extremely high racing IQ, having raced with him at the top end of town, and not even the top end of town, just throughout Div 1. And it was being side by side with him. We get along really, really well, and he just waits. He doesn't have to get in front of you. He knows that he will eventually. Just picks his opportune moment and has really benefited from that in the past, and is really just a smart driver. So yeah, not surprised to see that he's taken advantage of whatever tangle that Goat and Apex have got themselves into, but they are nose to tail. Goat looking to make a move almost up the inside of Apex here.
And like Adam must be thrilled to see these two battle each other. Adam's just pulling away. He's got a 1.8 second lead at the moment as he goes too hot into turn 1. Mild commentator's curse there.
I think Apex is becoming a bit of a cork in the bottle here. He's certainly holding Goat back, I think, and every right to do so, of course. But it's letting Adam drive away. So Goat's going to need to try and clear Apex as quickly as possible.
Yeah, while they've both been battling, I think Casey just picked Zoo for 10.
Seckers, shout out to his comments in YouTube land as well. He's made a couple of good comments about the night as a whole, but in reference to Catalunya previously, he might have been talking about when we were there, maybe in the Ferraris or even in the Group 4s. I think we've had with him in the league.
I think we did Toyota 86s. I wasn't there.
I just can't remember if he was in the league at that time. We did
Catalunya in the KTMs.
Yeah.
We did the crossbow, that's what it was. Yeah, so he's made a mention about the last lap being super intense when two strats merge together. So as you can see here, we've got two completely different strats. Some people have gone for the medium run early, other people are going for the medium run late. So it'll be very interesting to see where everything lies and who's on for a last battle. Yep, there we go. Seckers has corrected me and everybody else, but you guys were right with KTMs.
Yes, we have all tried to forget the KTM. But unfortunately, we can't.
So the lead Adam's got to Apex has gone down to 1.5 seconds. His previous lap 1:24.294. I think that's equivalent. That's also what those two behind are doing, as they are still at it, battling for 8th place. Apex's previous 1:24.1, and Ghost has got him.
Yeah.
Using the camber of the big banky boy.
You know what? I'm going to jump on for a bit of an on-board on that. So, let's do that and jump out. Go here. On board. So he's coming into the big banky boy, and it looks like Apex has actually just run a little bit wide through the apex of the corner, no pun intended. And yeah, Goat's being able to take an optimum line and just nip in front, and that's as easy as that.
There are plenty of switchback opportunities through that big banky boy corner. You can really late apex that and get a really good run and try and outdrive him out of the exit. So there's plenty of opportunities for overtaking up that hill.
And interestingly enough, Tombo has just set the fastest lap previously held by Flossie, who unfortunately is towards the back of the field, but still setting rapid lap time. Tombo ahead of the field by 3.1 seconds to Midrisky, so he is looking to make most use of that free air, build himself a gap and see if he can hold that when he has to come into the pits, and is reunited with the likes of Adam, Goat, Apex and the rest of the field.
So Adam is our first of the first lap pit stop makers, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. So he's 22 seconds behind Tombo, and I think the delta for the pit stop here is about 24, 25 seconds. So
then he'll be on mediums.
Yeah.
Yeah, so coming out on cold mediums is definitely going to leave Tombo vulnerable. Especially if these guys can get, if Adam and Goat can get a move on and really sort of set some really fast times, which they are. I mean, Adam's done a 24.1.
Seckers coming in with some more great info in YouTube land. 17 seconds is apparently the real-time pit loss.
17 seconds, there you go.
Goat looking to make a lot of ground. He did his previous lap is 0.6 faster than Adam's, and Apex is a 1:23.776. So it's game on for what could possibly be the net race win. As Adam immediately attempting to break the toe, careful with the weaving there, fella.
Doing everything he can to be able to hold it out. We are in the tail end of this race already. Only a few laps to go. Goat running dangerously wide. You've seen him do that so many times tonight, and I'm very surprised he gets away with it every single time. But yeah, Adam, half a second lead, trying to hold that out for as long as he can.
Yeah, rampaging Goat coming home. But Apex is not done yet, as he's closing up onto the rear of Goat as well.
Oh, but Goat's dangerously close to Adam there. Will he try to make a move into the last corner and maybe get a better exit than Adam? As Goat breaks a bit early.
Yeah, Goat's becoming a lot more mature and calculated in recent times here, and doesn't just go for the first opportunity. He's taking a leaf out of Adam's book and waits for the opportune moment. You saw him following Apex for a number of laps and really just goes for the opportunity that is going to net him the best result, rather than sticking it up the inside where it may not actually result in an overtake.
Yeah, so Adam's previous lap 124.0 got a 123.581 as they are now side by side into the Big Banky Boy.
Goat with a fantastic
classic drag
exit.
race. Can go swing around the outside. Who's going to be the last of the late breakers? Adam decides to brake just a bit early. Oh, that is very close. Adam well defended.
That is
brilliant
some
racing
impressive
between
driving.
these two.
Apex is really going to clean up with that.
Apex into, oh yeah, he's going to take.
He's going to have the outside line through here, so
as
don't
much
think
advantage as you
anyone's
can.
going.
Oh, go
sideways.
sideways.
Slide.
Ooh, that's
Apex
a big
immediately going for a defensive line. Nice drift of from Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice save there. That was a great save.
So Adam, Brett, just breathed a sigh of relief as we entered second to last lap. Let's see what's happening.
I've been keeping an eye on Dodgy and Dale. These two have been nose to tail for quite a few laps as well. And the rest of the field looks fairly well spread out. Tombo with a decent lead over Maggiore now, nearly 5 seconds. But I expect to see Tombo, Mid, Squiddy, Corbin, Dodgy, Dale all into the mix at the end of this lap, and that will certainly bunch everyone back up again. And, who knows? It'll be interesting to see if Flossie can bring himself back into the mix.
Meanwhile,
This
Apex
car.
is not sending a message to Go. Let's work together and catch back up to Adam as Apex was defending against Go. So not looking to work together and just defend for position. Let Adam
Goat
fly.
again.
Oh, late move from Goat.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
what
same
an
move.
opportune
Oh,
moment.
pushes Apex into the gravel trap. Goat might see that as not on, so he redressed.
I wonder how much of that was actually contact from my screen.
Don't think it was. No, it didn't look like it. No.
And
It
this
looked
brings
like,
KZ into the mix. His probably second home race though, as he absolutely loves this track.
Yeah, KZ's really just come out of nowhere. As we see the front pack jump into the pits, Tombo, Mid, Squiddy, and the rest of the crew that are not on my screen at the moment. As these guys are coming up
Dodgy
to the
Dale.
last corner. Yeah, thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, a lot of the drivers also coming in with 69% of fuel. I don't know what's going on there.
Tombo is out and through turn one with a solid gap. Mid Risky has actually been able to almost jump Adam.
That's put him in between Adam and Apex and Goat, which is great for Adam.
Has Tombo built enough of a gap to take the race win? Because Tombo's on.
I think he's got. I think he's gonna have. Yeah,
but I think he's got it. I think he's got it.
Yeah. Unless I'm not wishing it to him, but unless a catastrophic mistake, Tombo has run a seemingly perfect race so far.
I mean, cold mediums.
Oh, I'm holding my breath there.
But yeah, guys, I think he's got
strategy.
it. Tombo's gonna get the race 2 win.
Fantastic drive from quite a lot of people here. I'm going to jump back off of Tombo for a second here to watch the battle between Squiddy and Flossie and Sue as well. Flossie's looking to make a move and does up through the inside of Squiddy, but runs wide, so opens the door again for Squiddy to come back, and Sue is now showing his nose as well. Flossie takes it. Oh, he's on the infield. Oh, I hope that's not a penalty for him, but it might be. He drops it back at this battle pack. Anyway,
meanwhile,
jumping back
Tombo
up in front.
crosses the line to take the race 2 win. Adam, good show from him.
Madriski on the podium. Great result there for
successfully
Scuderia.
defended against Goat.
Flossie with
KZ
a very good
6.
recovery.
Very good recovery, indeed.
Yeah, sorry, KZ6, Zoo in 7th, 8th for Squiddy, 9th for Flossie, 10th for Scooter, Corbin, Dodgy, and Dale, unfortunately, towards back of the grid for race 2 again.
And here's a fun fact from Sekas. Medium's only half a second slower a lap.
Interesting. Yeah, so Tombo really playing into the strategy there and being able to pull out a solid lead when it counted. And
he did the right thing and cleared the guys in front of him early and was able to run clean laps out in front. So the other guys got a bit mixed up with each other. You know, Adam, Goat, and Apex kind of slowed them down and let him sort of get away with that one.
Yeah. Also, fantastic result for Midriski, rounding out the podium there, up in third place.
Podium in Div 1.
That is a fantastic result. Should be very proud.
That doesn't bode well for the Div 2 race.
No, watch out. Before we jump into race 3, fellas, I'm going to jump across to our sponsor ads. We'll be right back with you all in just a moment.
Scrub again with Easy Clean. Whether it's the shower or bath, grouting, patio, or even the kitchen sink, Easy Clean's advanced surface treatments restore, protect, and seal surfaces, reducing your cleaning time by up to 90%. With their lifetime guarantee, you can restore your surfaced areas to their original sparkling condition with effortless ease. Call 1300 146 136 or visit easyclean.com.au today. That's EZICLEEM.com.au. Easy Clean today for an easier clean tomorrow.
Lady. I am sporty,
outdoorsy,
outspoken. I am fashion.
I am old-fashioned.
What I am not
is the same. But none of us are.
We are all individuals with unique interests, needs, and goals.
We believe that everyone should have the right to live the life they want for themselves.
Whether it be exploring the world,
dog walking,
or binge watching their favorite show.
So instead of searching for the things that we do the same,
let's champion the things that set us apart.
Because we're not innovating for disabilities.
We're innovating for individuals.
Hey, welcome back from the sponsors ads there. We love our sponsors. They give us great support and we love supporting them. So if you guys get a chance to jump out and use the services that they provide, or get in touch with them if you need anything. And we get ready for race 3. So race 3, reverse grid of race 2, 17 laps, softs and mediums both mandatory, and this is going to be another interesting race with multiple strategies and multiple pit stop options.
Yeah, I'm keen to see who changes up their strategies. Some would have started on mediums before, others started on softs and swapped towards the start or the end of the race. So Tombo really running away with things. I wonder how many more people might be running softs. But actually looking at the grid now, I can see quite a few on mediums. So, you know, maybe not taking a leaf, and even Tombo not taking a leaf out of his own book, running mediums.
I think it's because he knows he can't get clear air from the back of the pack.
True.
So the soft strategy at the start works if you can run clean laps.
And it is a longer race, this. So
here we are at the start again.
Bless you.
Dunker. Jumping on with Flossie for the race start. 2 lights, 3
The revs
lights.
build.
5 red lights.
Lights
And
are
we are
out.
go for race 3. No blue flags this time, for whatever reason.
Everyone getting across
Even
fairly smooth.
Yeah, even start throughout the field.
Oh, Corbin's taking a big chunk of that curb. But it seems to have not
Looking to
affected him
swing
too
around
much.
the outside of a lot of cars. Already up to 7th.
There's
Everyone
a bit of a
seems to
gaggle going
be-
on in the back end here. 4, 5 wide,
Yeah.
trying to find out their spots. KZ giving Goat a bit of a run for money.
Goat, KZ, Apex, and
There's a lot of big names in that pack.
Zeus.
How's Apex gonna find a gap?
KZ almost looking to
Goat defends
Apex.
the inside line. Oh, Apex swings it around
that's
the outside,
very,
but Goat.
that's very deep.
That is
Yeah, that's
extremely
very deep braking. That's very dangerous.
He was lucky there not to get a little bit of nudge out into the gravel there. Wouldn't have taken much. He was running very wide. As
Oh,
he's
Apex
as
into the
I-
grass!
Oh, he's on the wall on the other side.
I've done it. I've done it again.
We've spoken about him. That's all
I've done it
takes.
again.
That is
Apex
all
is going to
it
start
takes.
sending me hate mail. I swear.
Yeah, I'm going to hate the Apex, but I'm going to pull that up in the replay. I want to see if you did get bumped or what happened there.
I think he
I
did
think
get
it was a
bumped.
bit
He
of
might have
curb.
done a little bit of a bump
Yeah.
there, but yeah, KZ wasn't exactly wide. But it's so easy to lose control once you get off of the tarmac. Spins himself back around and long race to catch back up.
As all of the medium runners dive to the pits. So the top 4 have kept going. Started on softs, and from 5th down have all made their mandatory pit stop.
I think this is actually going to play into Flossie's hand quite nicely. He's already got a 1.5 second jump on Goat, and then the rest of that absolute gaggle of cars.
KZ's gonna get a brilliant jump on Adam, and Adam copped himself a 3-second penalty. I saw him cut the pit entry line, and I expect the same thing to Apex. No, he got away with it.
That is the stupidest rule, if I can say so. I'm really not a fan of that one. It's the penalty is well, like most penalties in Gran Turismo, completely unjust for the crime.
It does seem a bit excessive, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Especially when you make an honest mistake and you get slapped with a track limit penalty.
Yeah,
that's the most frustrating bit.
I love it when you spin, hit a wall, cross a line.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
then it gives you a
collision penalty.
They're my favourite ones.
Flashbacks to an exhibition race that I won't dive deep into that much.
Yes, that was Seaside, and it was brutal. It was horrifying.
Brutal's not in this race.
No, he's not.
Sorry, had to.
It was a horrifying thing to watch.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it might be more terrifying than The Conjuring. I don't know. Meanwhile, I saw Scooter getting bit sideways. Corbin
big
almost
save.
lost it. Brilliant save though.
The thing about this car, I think, is it really helps the controller guys. I think it really evens the field.
Yes,
so,
it does.
Corbin, Scooter, Tombo, those guys who are notoriously have tyre wear issues can really drive this car
hard
the way it's meant to be driven and not suffer excessive tyre wear. So it really does level the playing field.
I know Scooter, who has just made an overtake in a very good spot for the race lead, may actually be on a wheel these days. He won a competition.
I think he's on a G29, yeah.
Yeah, he did win a competition
right.
at some point in time, and scored himself a free wheel. So I'm unsure if he's actually able to have the physical space for it though. So it's Scooter is Schrodinger's cat at the moment. He could be on a wheel, he could be on a controller.
Meanwhile, I just saw Tombo took 7th place from KZ with a magnificent move through the double right-hander.
Let's see if I can bring that one up. I can, yep. KZ is just a little bit wide offline, which really just opens the door for Tombo to squeeze his nose in there and makes a very clean overtake from KZ.
I think Zoo ran wide out into the weeds in the exit of the last corner. put him under pressure from Adam.
That's gonna bring Adam into play. Look at some lap times from the top 4. So Scooter did a 1:24.026. Dale, oh, he did the same mistake again at the exit of the Big Banky Boy. Not getting a lot of luck.
Nah, it's super unfortunate.
Just not vibing with the Big Banky Boy.
No.
This race. But,
I believe Scooter's still on controller. Just looking at his inputs, throttle inputs, it looks a bit spiky. But back to lap times, Scooter 1:24.026, pulling away. Corbin did a 1:25.438, and Dodgy with a 1:25.338. So Corbin and Dodgy level on pace. Scooter just set the new fastest lap of the race with a 1:23.721.
And this is where the advantage is going to come, with Scooter being out in front, being able to run clean laps, and Goat down in 5th has now cleared all of the other soft runners, all the other early medium runners, sorry, and is now in clean air and is going to be able to run fast times. So we could see Goat and Scooter really coming together closely at the end of this race.
Yeah, Goat with a 1:23.752, Tombo behind with a 1:23.8, Casey with a 1:23.9. So those who have pitted, they're spreading out, at least for Goat, Tombo, and KZ. Flossie's got Zoo close behind, 7 tenths behind. Adam very close behind Zoo.
Sorry, Chris. Interesting note for Flossie. He was in 5th as we exited the pits for a lap or two. So something must have happened to him. Small mistake, maybe.
Oh yeah,
his
previous lap is a 1:30.889. Yeah, a 1:30.8 his previous lap. So something must have happened to him.
He might have run wide somewhere and picked up some dirty tyres.
Maybe he's done a Dale.
But he may have. The Big Banky Dale.
Yeah, so that's really opened the floodgates for
Dodgy
to really just run
Something's going wrong with Dodgy. He's running very slowly on the main straight. He might have VR issues, perhaps.
Yep,
he's just stuck it in auto drive.
Yep. Yeah, ZD's saying loss of power to his pedals, so he can't accelerate, brake, or do anything. That's so unfortunate. Thrustmaster issues rearing their ugly head again. Hopefully he can I don't even know, just restart things. Plug it
hopefully he can
unplug it,
repower up and it'll all come back to life. But that's super so unfortunate.
Yeah,
Dodgy
speaking
was on
of
for a really good result
situations, Apex not having a good time. He did a mistake, I think, at the exit of the last corner.
Yeah, 1:33.2 for his last lap.
He's got rear wing damage and rear right suspension damage.
He's gone backwards into a wall.
Yeah, his race falling apart for him. Dodgy still has that hardware issue.
Oh, that's very sucky for Dodgy.
Yeah, so our closest battle at the moment is between Zoo and Adam, I believe. Now for 8th place. Oh, Zoo! Showing his drifting skills.
Well, it looks like he's back up to speed. Dodgy's back up to speed by the looks of it.
Wonderful. Unfortunately, he is a long way off of the pack now, but still a long way to go, and you can certainly try and pull home some points.
Ooh, Zoo very wide at the exit of the last corner.
Even Adam almost followed him there for a moment.
Yeah, it is a bit easy to follow the driver in front, even though they're looking to make a mistake. You just follow the driver in front.
Yeah, especially in these sorts of cars where the margin of correction is so small that anywhere you're going, you're basically following the car in front.
It is quite difficult too in these cars that aero wash really hurts them. So if you're following closely behind someone, you do lose a fair bit of front downforce. So if they're running wide, it kind of affects you in
but
your
I
downforce.
don't believe they lose a lot of downforce in slipstream. this being a relatively low downforce cars as Zoo and Adam side by side for 8th place. Ooh, Adam sideways through the right hand kink. But I would imagine because these cars are equivalent to Formula 3, I would imagine them losing a lot of downforce in slip, but that's still something to keep in mind.
Yeah, it's still effective, but I don't think it's as effective as, say, Group 2 or potentially even some Group 3 cars with
the slipstream effect is nowhere near as much as the Group 3 cars.
Dodgy's looking to call it. He's just sitting in the pits.
Yeah, it looks like he's pulled the pin. He'll just sit there and wait for the race end. That's super unfortunate for Dodgy, but he might be doing some pit crew maneuvers at home of his own. He's changing tyres.
Missed coming through turn 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm just going to try and bring up a replay between Zoo and Adam here, see who got the better of it. Yep, so we have seen an overtake. Adam and Zoo coming around turn 2. Must have been a mistake from someone here, surely. Nothing going. Or maybe am I confusing things? Zoo was behind or in front of Adam?
I think no, he's been in front of Adam in the last few laps.
Okay, no, never mind me then. I'm barking up the wrong tree.
Looks like Dodgy has done some pit crewing of his own at home, and looks like he's back up and running. So that's great news for Dodgy.
Yeah, so the closest battle on track is still between Zoo and Adam for 8th place. Their previous laps are fairly even, 124.579 from Zoo and 124.552 from Adam. These two are level pegging as Zoo's looking to take the off-road line.
That was dangerously close to that wall.
Yeah, very dangerous. Zoo's gonna have some dirty tires now as Adam set a personal best of 123.811. Being of laps, the fastest lap currently held by Tombo with a 123.301.
As Goat just goes purple by a 10th in the first sector, and these guys are trading fastest laps by the looks of it. So 23.7, 23.3, 23.3.
The tires are starting to come to life, it seems. Still on the battle for 8th position. Adam looking to establish an overlap on Zoo, just not finding the right space and can't find the right timing.
So I'm just going to hang on with Goat for a second as I flicked to him just before. He was a quarter of a second up.
This could be a 22.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what he can pull off under race conditions here. He's looking very racy using all of the track and his track limits.
23
123.0. Are we going to see a 122 out of him?
Maybe. He's been able to gap Tombo just a little bit in that last lap by a good few tenths. So yeah, Goat really making inroads. Dare I say has the effective race lead. If we're looking at 17-second pit loss, or effective pit loss, thanks to info thanks to Seckers. 16.
It's going to be super close. He's purple
and he's gone purple again.
Wow.
This kid needs to just calm down, I think.
And it's not like he's practiced all week either. He's run wide. No,
that's been nullified by his excursion into the gravel.
It's not like he's practiced all week too. I know for a fact that he's been away on holiday for the last couple of weeks, and he's only just gotten back in the last day or two. So it's not like he's been practicing all week.
Absolutely incredible scenes. Yeah, I wish I could be like that, not able to practice and then just roll in and set ridiculously fast laps, but that is just not me.
No, well, I mean, all the practice in the world, I could never do a 23 flat.
It is an ability that we all wish. Just come in with no preparation, make a statement, and then make our leave.
Exactly right. Jumping back to Zoo and Adam, these guys are still pretty much nose to tail, really.
No real by moves. The look of things, two battles are going on at the moment. So Zoo and Adam still at it for 8th, and then the battle for 10th is warming up between Squid and Madrisky.
So it's looking like ZD in the YouTube lands wants some updates on Goat's sector times. Let's see if I can have some sector times for you. No, that's not gonna work. But we'll just.
No, I don't think it's available for us.
See what it shows us.
We can't get the sector times. We can only get the delta.
Yeah. Let's see what.
A big slide.
Oh, 3/10 down. So we're looking at a 123.2, I think, if we can nail this final sector.
That runoff into the sand cost him a second.
It's incredible.
In that
what
last lap.
Yeah. How much?
Yeah, it just kills a lot of momentum. With cars like these, momentum is crucial.
And I wonder if he's taken the edge with the best of his softs. Yeah, 123.5. Still a really quick lap time. But yeah, I just wonder if he's not got quite the grip that he wants. Seeing a bit more slidey and a bit more all over the place from Goat as opposed to his quick, clean. Oh, Flossie, actually. I was just looking at the fastest lap.
123.003.
So, even though he is in 7th, he is looking almightily racy and giving KZ a bit of a hard time, or will be very shortly.
Let's see. KZ's previous lap is a 123.7, and that's his personal best. KZ is
so Flossie on the previous lap
big danger.
7/10 quicker.
He's in big danger, KZ.
So I wonder if he's going to fight it, or if he just realizes that it's inevitable. There's no point.
I think we've all done a little bit of practice with Flossie as Goat's up by 9,000 coming into the last sector. So this could be, it's going to be a race to the 22s. Like surely someone's going to get one.
Yeah, forget about the podium. I'm always more keen to see who can get a 22 first.
Someone will get a 122.
It's nearly guaranteed.
Oh, that's on the maximum limit right there.
Wide they go. We're not going to see a 22 this lap. Let's see if Flossie can. I don't think he can, but can he overtake KZ into the first corner, or just not close enough to do a clean overtake?
That gap, he picked that braking point absolutely perfectly. That's extremely impressive.
Very impressive. It's like Flossie following KZ. It's like watching a Moto 2 scrap. They're very close with each other.
Actually, yeah, that's a great point, ZD. He is saying Flossie will get the 22 first. It depends if he can clear KZ relatively easily. But yeah, bets, boys. Who do you think will get there first?
I mean, Goat's got free air, but he's got tire wear to.
Oh, bit of a slide there from KZ. No, still not enough for Flossie to jump in there. Sorry, go for it, Chris.
Yeah, I think Flossie is gonna get it, being that he's got the benefit of slip as KZ turns on his signal indicator.
Gives him that free opportunity to overtake. Great sportsmanship there from KZ, recognising that the battle isn't necessarily with him. He's better off just tucking him behind and holding on to that slipstream for as long as he can. Really just opening up that door for Flossie to get that 22 first.
Yeah, it looks like Goat may have fallen off the pace. I mean, he might be just taking a moment to recompose himself for another bash.
Yeah, I mean, a 123.4, that is still a
fallen off.
Fast lap.
Yeah.
Tombo's previous lap is a 123.5, so Goat is pulling away ever so slightly.
And he's just closing that gap down to Scooter. It's down 6 hundredths purple as Goat goes through sector 1.
We are not seeing a lot of overtakes though, even if there are some close battles that are going on. We're not seeing a lot of overtakes.
Zoo's still holding off Adam there for a little bit.
And he's been increasing his lead on the fastest lap. He's up to 8 hundredths up.
So the battle for the first 122 is firmly on. Not sure what Flossie is setting, but Goat maybe. All you need is 3,000.
Get this last corner right.
A little bit of curve on the inside there. Perfect run on the exit though.
Perfect.
That's a beautiful final corner. Can he
Tombo
get the
running wide in the
22?
background.
No.
Oh,
123.027. Oh, yellow flag.
Yellow
What is going
flags.
on?
Is that for Dale?
It's for Dodgy.
Dodgy.
Oh, his pedals have gone again according to Ziti. Ah, what luck. What absolute luck.
It's great work there from Dodgy just to park it on the infield there and jump out of the way. That's fantastic work.
You can't do anything else when your proverbial car decides to shit itself. Unfortunate. Super, super unfortunate.
Flossie's 2 tenths down.
We're looking at the same thing. So I wonder if, by lap 15, these guys are just not able to set the world on fire with their
Meanwhile, there's a new battle brewing. Battle for the lead. Scooter versus Corbin. Separated by 4 tenths.
So Corbin's been able to close that gap. These guys still yet to pit, so we would presume end of 16 is when they have to do this lap.
Yeah, they have to. The yellow
People
flag's
are gonna have to be.
That's still for Dodgy.
Yeah.
People are gonna have to be really cautious around that area where Dodgy is parked up because
that is a blind corner.
and you can actually get a penalty if you it's a very substantial penalty too.
Oh yeah, overtaking under yellow flags.
For overtaking or not slowing down for a yellow flag. So
and that's an automated penalty as well. It's not something that the wheel-to-wheel stewards would add in. Given where Dodgy's placed himself, I think it's very much out of the way.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, I'd say that's safe.
Yeah. And if somebody was to make an overtake,
have to be cautious.
Sorry, Fang, go for it.
So people are just going to have to be cautious in regards to that.
And honestly, I think if an overtake into turn 1 does actually happen, then it would be a simple appeal or even just a reverse of the Gran Turismo penalty by the stewards. It's definitely something I would appeal and be putting in for opinion.
Yep, and speaking of overtakes, Adam has finally overtaken Zoo for 8th place.
Finally got him. So this is towards the front of the pack that have pit early on. So Corbin Scooter jumped into the pits.
So just gonna stay on here with Goat. He's 12 seconds behind.
He's definitely
gonna take the race. Clear them comfortably.
I wonder if they're going to pop out just in front of Adam and KZ. Maybe you would like to think Flossie and KZ will easily get in front of this group.
Scooter's already out.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah, so Flossie is actually behind Corbin and Scooter with the final lap. I think this actually might...
bit of skids.
Dare I say, Flossie might be on for a couple of overtakes here because these guys are going to be on cold mediums. And, they're going to struggle to pull it up into the big banky boy. So if Flossie can get the double run, it's a hard spot to be in though.
Yeah, Flossie needs to do his best big banky boy corner of his life.
He needs to get the exit right.
There
we go.
Get the run up the hill.
He's got the exit, but it's not enough of an overlap to take Corbin.
He's showing his nose.
At the inside line. Ooh, it's very touch and go.
They're going to go defensive into the double right-hander. Nope.
I don't think there's anything going here. Jumping back up to the front, actually, Go. About to round the last corner. Fairly comfortably in the lead from Tombo by about 1.7 seconds.
It's a 2 for 3 for Goat. Very
great
incredible
result
showing
there
from
for
him.
The CP Motorsport team leader.
Good show from Tombo as well.
Scooter, Flossie, Corbin.
Scooter and Corbin holds on to 3rd and 4th. Flossie has to settle for 5th. Casey in 6th. Dale in
with
7th.
a good result.
Finally, good result for him. He'll be chuffed with that. Oh, Zeus got 8th back. Oh, what happened to Adam?
doing?
Adam's just
What's Adam
pulled
doing?
up there. I'm not sure what happened. Squiddy's got a 3
Squid's
second...
got a 3-second penalty.
So Squid overtook somebody, and I think Adam overtook somebody as well. Maybe into turn 1. I'm seeing some interesting info from ZD in the YouTube comments saying that Adam's got a penalty because of dodging and overtaking Dale. Look, either way, I'd be putting all of that in and video evidence
I would
to
be
say
putting
that
is
into some
Apex
crap
does
stuff.
his Apex does his traditional run
Apex
through
does
the
the
pit
zoo
lane.
and finished tracing the pits. But yeah, I think Adam overtook Zoo coming into Big Banky Boy. I don't think that deserves the penalty. Unless the overtake was done still in Sector 1, but that is...
It's after turn 3 that the yellows are
it
out
should
of
be
action,
clear.
so,
Yeah.
Not sure what's happened there. It could also be from Flossie spinning across the line. We had that at Daytona.
Oh yeah, the yellow flag. Yeah, when someone does a gut flick into the finish line, that can also
brings out yellows.
That can also bring out a yellow flag.
We did have that situation occur a few rounds ago. Similar kind of thing.
Interesting to say the least. Look, all I can say is put that appeal in, fellas, and well, I would be voting in favour of having it reversed. So
yeah, looks like I think that'll be an automatic reversal anyway. And then
I would think so.
I don't think an appeal would even be necessary. But it's definitely been an adventure. The Red Bull Juniors have not disappointed. Some great racing as Dodgy gets back underway to at least do some last minute testing to see if his pedals are okay. But it's been a great evening, a great commentary squad. You guys have been fantastic, and we look forward to doing this all again next week in the Group 3 cars.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, Vipers. Thank you for taking the lead on commentary. It's been fantastic here spending the night with you and Chris.
Yeah, thanks, gentlemen. Good to be back in the comms box. Still hoping to get back on track as soon as possible.
Yeah, we miss you, buddy. We wish you were out there taking some scalps out there in Division 1 again. And we look forward to you guys coming back and doing just that. But from me, Viper's Fang, and from Chris and Captain Lowside, it is adios and good night, and we will see you guys next week.